Donald Trump spent some time in a few southern states in the last week. He was in Alabama supporting the now failed Senate candidate Roy Moore, but he also went to Pensacola, Florida, where I recently visited, and our friends from the Ring of Fire Network have their studio there. And in Pensacola, Trump was introduced by Republican State Senator Doug Broxson, and the crowd went bonkers in a positive way when Broxson alluded to the end times getting closer as a result of Donald Trump recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. I've mentioned this before, and it's worth mentioning again. The right-wing evangelical Christians that, quote, support Israel, support it for supernatural and delusional religious reasons. Those evangelical Christians aren't supporting or defending Jews to the extent that they ever do because they are against discrimination or anti-Semitism or whatever. Those right-wing evangelicals support Israel because they believe that their support of Israel, not of Jews as a community, is going to bring about the second coming of Jesus or accelerate the rapture or the end times or whatever version of this delusion they subscribe to. So anyway, Doug Broxson says when introducing Trump that Trump's Jerusalem decision, recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, will get us more quickly to the end times. You've got to understand what he's referencing when he says it. And the crowd just loves it. Check it out.
President Trump promised to protect our religious freedom. Now, I don't know about you, but when I heard that Jerusalem, where the King of Kings,
the woman in the background.
where our soon-coming king is going to return back to Jerusalem, it's because of President Trump declared Jerusalem to be the capital of Israel.
Right. What's up with how Trump and some of these other guys pronounce Jerusalem? Remember Trump, maybe it was because of his whatever issue he was having with his teeth during that speech, but last time he called it something like Shrushlam.
He has a tough time with pronunciation in general.
Yeah, it's difficult. So this is funny in two ways. First of all, the king coming back to Jerusalem is a reference to the end times, yet people are cheering. I guess it's because it means everyone dies and the good Christians end up in heaven while everyone else goes to hell when the end times hit. And I guess the people standing behind Doug Broxson think that they'll end up in heaven. But it's also funny because this is a political decision by Trump, right? How could one out of nearly 200 countries recognizing a city as the capital of a country cause Jesus to decide to come back? Is Jesus waiting around for the right time to come back to Earth? And when in 2017, one president in one country said Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, well, that does it. Now Jesus is going to come back. It's really confusing to me when I hear this logic.
They always claim that's about to happen, too.
Oh, it's really close.
You think it would have happened by now.
I always get confused when I hear about the end times and the rapture because not having these evangelical sensibilities myself, for me, when someone says the rapture or the end times, that sounds bad, not like something that I want to see happen. It really takes a totally different worldview and barometer about life to hear we're close to the end times and to cheer that like it's a good thing.
It's almost sad in two ways. One, because they believe in all of this, but the second reason is that they just don't seem to value their own lives that much and apparently want this to happen.
Because they'll end up in heaven. They'll end up in heaven and all the bad people are going to end up in hell. And I guess for them, that's some kind of sweet justice or something like that.